In this class, we will discuss the possible potential questions can be asked in the competitive examinations from the concept of sectors of Indian economy, class 10 economy. Those who are listening first time, please subscribe the channel. Don't forget to share, comment. We'll discuss different kind of questions can be asked in competitive examinations, like multiple statement based questions, true or false questions, matching type of questions, assertion reasoning questions. There is different kind of questions can be framed in any competitive examination. Question number 1. A software engineer working in a private company pays income tax to the government. This is the example of. We know that software is the come under the tertiary sector. So whenever I see the secondary sector, I can make it as a wrong option. Why? Because software service is the tertiary sector. So option B will be wrong. We know that software is the tertiary sector. So option C will be wrong answer. Why? Because option C is saying that software is the primary sector. So I can strike out the option C. So option C is the wrong. Then come to the option D. It is unorganized and primary activity. We know that this is not at all a primary activity. So automatically this option will be wrong. So remaining option we have only A. So the software engineer is the tertiary activity in private and organized sector. So go to second question. GDP measures the total value of goods and services produced within the country year. Yes, we know that as per the definition, GDP is the measure of the total value of goods and services produced within the country in a year. Here the question is asking, what does GDP not include? In the previous class, I said that GDP is the all the final value of goods and services produced within the country. So value of all services. Yes, I can say this. This is the right option. The second option B, C, household unpaid work. So during the explanation of GDP, I never use the any household work. So this option can be strike out. Why? Because I never use this word. Industrial output. We know that industrial output can be calculated in the calculation of GDP. Why? Because GDP is the final value of goods as well as the services. So option A, it included value of all services. So option A became the right answer. Option B is given unpaid household work. In the explanation, I never used the household work. So option B will become the wrong answer. Then come to the agriculture. Agriculture also producing some goods. So this can be calculated in the GDP. So this is also right option. So in the question he is asking, what does GDP not include? So he is asking, what does GDP not include? So option B is not included in the GDP. Why? Let's say for example, housewives who are working in their families does not considered for the calculation of GDP. See question number 3. In many countries, public sector plays a key role in providing basic health and education services. This reflects the role of the government. If any government provide the public services like health, education, what will be the role of the government? We know that health and education provided by the government, not for the public profit motive. So option A is the wrong answer. Promoting the economic inequality. When a government promoting the health education, it leads to the equality. So it won't promote the inequality. So option B is giving inequality. So this is the wrong option. Ensuring the social welfare. Yes. If any government provide the health and education to the public, it ensures the social welfare. So option C is the right option. Then come to the option D. Expanding the informal jobs. No. Health and education not at all come under the informal sector. So option D is automatically became the wrong. So the right option is option C. See the question number 4. Tertiary sector includes which of the following? We know that tertiary sector is nothing but a service sector. In the service sector, retail, trade, transportation, software, education, health, banking, all are come under the tertiary sector. We know that by the definition itself. So you can say any service which providing the service instead of producing the goods. We can say this is the tertiary sector. See here, retail, trade, transport, they do not produce the any goods. So I can say this is the service sector or tertiary sector. So statement 1 is the right answer. Then come to education, healthcare, banking. Yes, we know that all these are services. So statement 2 also right. Mining and agriculture. We know that mining and agriculture purely depend on the natural resources. We can say mining and agriculture as a primary sector. So option 3 is the wrong. Which of the following includes in the tertiary sector? So mining and agriculture not included in the tertiary sector. So statement 3 is the wrong. From the above question, we need to choose the correct statement. We know that statement 1, statement 2 are the correct. So statement 1, statement 2 are correct. Okay. See question number 5. Which of the following are the examples of unorganized sector? To answer this question, first of all, we need to know the what is unorganized sector, what is organized sector. We need to have clear differences between the organized sector and unorganized sector. Daily wage laborers are without fixed contract. Yes, this is the example of unorganized sector. We know that as per the definition of unorganized sector, daily laborers without fixed contract, I can say they are unorganized. They are not controlled by the government. So they are unorganized. The statement 1 is the right. Come to the statement 2. A registered IT company with formal. So we know that a registered IT company is the come under the organized sector. But in the question, we need to find which of the following is the unorganized sector. So IT is the organized sector. So statement 2 became wrong. Why? Because we need to find unorganized sector, but IT company is the organized sector. So statement 2 is the wrong. Then come to the third statement. A roadside vendor without license and insurance. We know that all the vendors are come under unorganized sector. So this is the true statement. In these three statements, we know that statement 2 is the wrong option. Now I can do one thing. Any option which included in option 2, I can strike out them all. See here, option A included option 2. So I can strike out. Why? Because statement 2 is the wrong statement. See, in the option C also statement 2 included. This is also wrong. Why? Because statement 2 is the wrong option. So all the above are option D saying all the above true. So this is all the above statement are not true. So I can strike out D also. So what I have remained here 1 and 3. See, in multiple statement based questions, we can answer the question in two ways. The first way is finding the which of these statements are true. That's the one way. The second way is we need to first find the which of the above statements are wrong statements. Then we need to strike out all the options which included the wrong statement. So we know that statement 2 is the wrong option. So I have strike out all the options which included statement 2. So A is gone, C is gone, D also gone. What I have remained here 1 and 3. So option B is the right answer. See the question number 6. Consider the following features of the organized sector. So we need to find out the features of the organized sector from the given options. Employees get fixed working hours and job security. Yes, we know that organized sector have fixed job security and fixed hours. So statement 1 is the right. Statement 2. Workers are usually under government corporate rules. Yes, we know that they are under control. So this is also right option. No social security leave benefits are provided. This is the statement is wrong. Why? Because when any sector doesn't have any social benefit or social security, we can say this is the unorganized sector. But in the question, we need to find the features of the organized sector. So we know that statement 3 is the wrong option. In this question, we need to find out which statement is not the true. See here, we need to find out statement, not true statement. We know that true statement 1 is a true. Statement 2 also true. Statement 3 is the not true. What we have to find out? Not true statement. We know that statement 3 is the not true. So only statement 3 only, not the true. Remaining all the statements are true. So option C is my answer. In any examination, be aware of what he is asking. Sometimes he will ask to find out which of the following is right. Sometimes he will ask which of the following is not the right. See here he is asking which of the following is not the true. So here we need to find out the not true options. Question number 7. A software engineer working in a private company pays income tax to the government. Software is a service sector. So this is the tertiary activity in private and organized sector. Yes. So quaternary sector and public sector. We never talked about any quaternary sector in the previous class. So the statement B will become wrong option. Primary sector in info. We know that primary sector never included any software company. So this statement is wrong. So option D, unorganized and primary sector. We know that software is a purely organized sector. So option D also wrong. So what I have remained, option A is the right answer. Question number 9. Economy of country is divided into different sector based on the nature of sector. Which of the classification is correct? So manufacturing is the primary activity. Is it right? No. So option A is the wrong. Teaching is a primary activity? No. So option B also wrong. Farming is a primary activity? Yes. So option C is the right answer. IT sector is the secondary sector? No. So this is the statement wrong. The question number 10. Public sector enterprise aim to answer this question. We need to find out what is the public sector company, what is the private sector company, what are the differences between the private sector as well as public sector. When we know these differences, we can easily answer this question. No public sector company work for the maximization of the profit. So this statement is wrong. provide essential services to like water and security. Yes, we know that public sector provide the public services. We know that water and electricity is the public service. So statement 2 is the right answer. Work under government ownership and control. Yes, we know that all public sector enterprises come under the control of or come under the ownership of the government. So statement 3 also right. Here what we have to find out, which of the following is the correct. So we know that statement 2 is correct, statement 3 is the correct. So I can say option A is the right answer. This is the one way to answer the question. The another way is, we need to find the wrong statement and we will remove or we will strike out the option which included the wrong statement. We know that here the statement 1 is the wrong. So I can strike out any option which included the statement 1. So statement 1 is the wrong, I know. So I can strike out option B. Why? Because B included statement 1. So C also included statement 1. So automatically then C will be wrong. So D, all the above. We know that all the above not the true. So automatically D will be the wrong answer. See the question number 11. Which of these reasons explain the shift from primary to tertiary sector in developed countries? In previous class, we had discussed certain features or certain reasons why some countries transformed from primary to tertiary economy. We know that when the people have high income, people demand more services, then automatically it will lead to the service sector economy. So statement 1 is the right answer. Technological advances, we know that technological advances also led to the development of service sector. So statement 2 also right answer. Rising the demand for education and healthcare service. Yes, we know that this is also right answer. So all the statements are true. So I can say option D is the right answer. See the question number 12. In the question, he is asking, which are the following considered as the under the GDP or the total value of goods and services produced in the country? Yes, we know that as per the definition, statement 1 is the right. Come to the statement 2. Only government sector income. We know that GDP is the all the final value of goods and services irrespective of the whether it is government or the private sector. So statement 2 is the wrong. The value of final goods and services produced within the country. Yes, this is also true. So we need to find the correct answer. We know that 1 and 3 are the correct statements. So I can go for directly option A. Why? Because in option A it said 1 and 3 are the true right answers. Read the question number 13. Simply it is asking for the matching. What are the primary sector? What is secondary sector? What is secondary sector? In the given question, all the options are true. So I can say option A is the right answer. See the question number 14. Here is the new pattern of question. That pattern is, that question type is assertion and reasoning type of questions. Assertion means a straightforward statement. The reason is a statement which explains the assertion. Let's say, read the question number 14. In this question, assertion is the primary sector is also called the agriculture sector. So this is the straightforward statement. We need to find whether the statement is true or false. The statement is a primary sector is also called agriculture and allied sector. Yes, we know that primary sector is also called allied and agriculture sector. So I can say the assertion is the true. Then the next step we need to take is, we need to read the statement included in the reason. Again here also we need to find whether this reason is true or false. First we will check them. It includes activities like manufacturing and construction. We know that manufacturing and construction come under the secondary sector. So this statement is wrong. See here, assertion is true, but the statement given in the reason is wrong itself. So now I will check the each option. See here, option A, what is given, both A and R are true. We know that R not be the true option. So the statement A became wrong. Why? Because here the R is the wrong option B. Both A and R are true. So this is also wrong. Why? Because R is a wrong option. Option C, A is true but R is false. We know that A is true, R is false. Yes, we know that. So option C is the right answer. A is false. No, A is not the false. So the statement is wrong. See the question number 15. This is also same assertion and reasoning based question. First we need to read the assertion and we will decide whether the assertion is true or false. Again In next step, we will read the reason statement. We will decide whether the reason is true or false. See the assertion here. Developed economies, the tertiary sector contribute the most to the GDP. Yes, this statement is true. So my assertion is the true. Then come to the reason. As the economy grows, demand for services like banking, transport, education increases. Yes, now I analyzed that assertion is true as well as reason also true. Now I need to check whether the statement given in the reason actually the reason for the statement 1. We need to check them. See here, the assertion is in developed economies, the tertiary sector contribute to the most of the GDP. The statement is the assertion is the true. The reason statement is as the economy grows, demand for services like banking, transport, education increases. Yes, this is the actual reason why a country's primary sector economy converted into the tertiary sector, because of increase in the income, increase in the demand for the services, increase in the banking, transport, education services. So this is the reason for the improvement in the or for the conversion from primary sector to tertiary sector. This is the actual reason. So reason also given right. So I can say option A is the appropriate option. Why? Because in the option A, he gave both A and or are true. Yes. Why? Because A is true, answer A is true, or also true. And or is the correct explanation for A. Yes. Here I checked the both statement whether true or false. Again, I need to make another check whether the reason is correct reason or not. In the given question, I know the both statements are true as well as reason is also actual perfect reason for the statement 1. So option A is right answer. Why? Because here both A and R are true. R is the correct explanation for the A. Question number 13. Which are the following are considered under GDP? The total value of goods and services produced in the country. Yes, statement 1 is true. Only government sector income. So the statement is not the true. Why? Because it included both government as well as non-governmental goods. Value of final goods and services produced within the year. Yes, we know that statement 1 and 3 are correct answers. So I can say option A is the right answer. Unorganized sector offer better job security compared to the organized sector. It's literally false. Why? Because unorganized sector doesn't have any job security itself. So it cannot offer the security to the job. So the statement assertion is completely wrong. Then come to the reason. Workers in the unorganized sector are not covered by the labor laws. Yes, this is the true statement. Why? Because we already discussed that in unorganized sector, workers are not under the control of labor laws. So the reason is true. Okay. Then coming to the choosing the options. In the statement A, he is saying both A and R are true. Please examine. Here both A and R are true. No. Why? Because A is not the true. So option A will become wrong. Then come to the option B. Both A and R are true. Whether is it right? Both A and R are true? No. So option B also become wrong. See, come to the option C. A is true. A is true? No. So option C also wrong. We know that here the assertion is false, but reason is true. So I will choose option D. Then come to the question number 17. Here the assertion is secondary sector activities are depend on primary sector. Yes, all the sectors of economy are depend on each other. So statement A is the true. Come to the reason statement. Industries need raw materials such as cotton, mineral and wood and function. Yes, assertion and reason are both are true. Now we need to check the reason statement whether it is really the reason for the statement A or whether it is really reason for the assertion. Industries need the raw material. To supply this raw material, we need to take the help of service sector. We are taking the help of service sector means here the primary sector and the service sector dependent on each other. So the explanation is the true. So I can say the explanation is true. So both statement both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation for A. So I can choose option A. See the question number 19. Tertiary sector is also called service sector. Yes, this is the straightforward statement. Yes, we know that tertiary sector is also called service sector. Then come to the reason. It doesn't produce goods but support the production of trade. Yes, we know that service sector never produce any good but it support the other sectors. So here both statements are true. Now we need to check whether the reason is correct reason for the assertion or not. In the explanation of previous class, I explained that service sector doesn't produce any good, but it giving certain service to the other sectors. So it is called as the service sector. So here the reason is the perfect reason for the statement A. So I can say both A and R are true. R is the correct explanation of the A. So I can say option A. I choose option A. See the question number 18. Assertion is GDP includes the value of intermediate goods. Is it really true? No, not at all. Why? Because the GDP is the final value of goods and services, not the intermediate goods. So assertion is wrong statement. Then come to the reason. Intermediate goods are final products sold to the consumers. No, we never buy any intermediate good as a final good. So reason also not the true. Now straightly we go to A is false, R also a false. So the appropriate option is option D. In this class, we will discuss almost 20 potential questions can be asked in the competitive examinations as well as board examinations, especially from the Factors of Indian Economy, chapter 2 of class 10 economy subject.